on earth.
But yeah, man, it's about personnel. Now, Joe, man, I mean, you've asked all those questions. I mean, so far, I mean, like, people listening to this show have heard you're kind of up and down. Every place you go, you have to reprove yourself, height, and all this other stuff that goes into it. What would you give yourself? Could you go from a high-low perspective and situation very often? How would you? What advice would you give to
That's a
people
good
out there?
question. That's a really good question.
So it's not really about success. It is a little bit about success. Well, I think I've answered this question in a different way before, but you hit it like right on the point. Like for me, like everywhere I've gone, like it's just been that like start from the bottom, like literally Drake started from the bottom now here. But for me, it's like I always have had to reprove myself, and it's always just as frustrating when you get like when you're at the bottom again. Like I literally every single time like you're there, it's just as frustrating for the same reasons. But it makes it like I can't tell you like my senior year at UH how hard I worked and how hard our team worked, and it just like makes every like the Big West Championship, it made everything feel so good. But it also made that national championship loss hurt so bad because of how far we've come. And I think it's the same thing, like whether it's in the national team gym or now here in the club or wherever it is. Even in high school, I had my high school coaches talking to people. I never to me directly, but people that I know telling them like, there's no way this kid ever plays front row like anywhere past like eighth grade volleyball and stuff. That's the stuff they were saying. My own coaches, and so for me, it's the success part of it. Like I've never taken any.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this clip of If You Can't Handle the Heat. I'm here to inform you guys that we have plenty more juicy information and storytelling on the full episode. Make sure you click the link below. We're both on Apple Music and Spotify. It's easy. Click the link below. Bam. A lot more information coming your way. Now, let's get back to the magic.
Thing for granted, and that's so cliche to say, but like I really cannot at all. Like any opportunity that I get, any chance that I get to prove myself or play or whatever, like I have to always be ready. And it frustrates me when I see people take stuff for granted all the time. I think like I've had teammates that like I'm just like, dude, like this guy should be so good, and he just wastes it because like he's never had to like work for much in his life. I think like we've talked about it before, the way us three were raised, and I think anybody could say so, the way I was raised, but literally like the way us three were raised, some of the stories from whether it's our coaches or our parents, and how they dealt with us and the way that they deal with, like it's literally like they'll throw you in the fire and you gotta have to learn from it, and you have to be accountable for yourself, and you have to be able to speak for yourself. And for me, I've had some like really powerful lessons, and I think it's helped me in the long run. I think parents have to be able to let their kids fail in a way. I mean, I would say there's some times and some seasons that I had that were just complete failures, and like moments in our life where it's just like, yeah, that was just not a good decision. That didn't end up well. And for me, those moments are the ones that make like when you do get to the top. And for me, like Hawaii, when I did become the starting setter, just made it that much sweeter. When I was like that senior year, I think that run we had, it just made everything like that much better. Just knowing from where I was at, like my freshman and sophomore year, where there's points where I was even like thinking about transferring to find a better situation because I just like wasn't happy. But my parents have always been the ones that are like behind me, like, no, your ass is staying there and you're gonna grind it out. And that's kind of the mentality I've always had in anywhere I go. I don't know if you want me to answer anything else there, Gage.